Hi.
Welcome to Q&A Friday.
Oh my God!
Aren't you so excited?
Always.
You're the only one who ever volunteers. Pudsey occasionally, but I think she's been scared off since the last time.
Was she?
I don't think she wants to do this anymore.
Oh. Edson's on. You could ask him.
Yeah, but I think he's streaming.
He's either streaming or AFK. He's been on for a while.
Edson, are you there?
Whoop! Oh, Jesus. I almost walked right off the edge again. It wouldn't have been as far as a fall, though.
So are we going to go? Hey, no. Are we going to go and kill? Why?
Fall off.
No. I don't have feather falling booties. I am on iron armor because I'm poor.
Do you want some rubber booties?
I guess.
I've got some. I don't know that I have any with feather falling, though.
No, I don't. If they don't have feather falling, I'm good. So, you ready to answer some questions while we go kill some withers?
Why not?
Why not? So, you're trying to get, what, more wither skulls?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Because they used them all when they were fighting the wither. Or you used up your wither skulls, didn't you?
I used up 100% of mine with Penny on her stream.
Oh, you were trolling her.
It wasn't trolling. I was testing. What?
Okay. Yeah, okay. I know you. SC Tries asks, if Jake is the youngest on TimeShot, who is the oldest? And I actually answered this in chat, but I'm not sure they actually saw it. I am actually the oldest person on TimeShot.
Are you sure?
I am. Who do you
Tort's
think's
pretty old.
Tort is a lot younger than I am.
He's like 205 years old.
Okay, his character might be 200 years old, but in reality, he's actually a pretty young dude. You've met him.
He's got a baby's face with a beard.
Oh, he really does. If anyone has a baby's face, it's Tort. Of course, I've never seen Jake's face, so that could actually be the baby face, but I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, you killed it. Never mind.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm actually the oldest. We thought for a while it was Mara, but it turns out I'm actually older than Mara, so...
By a couple years?
Yeah, by a few years. So, I will be 36 in March, making me the old fart of the server.
Womp. I'm 82.
You're what?
82.
Why are you 82? You're not 82. Holy frijoles, those are blazes.
Holy blazes.
I don't hear any noise. Options. Sounds. Hostiles up. Done.
I hear them.
Oh, I don't.
F3T. F3T.
F3T.
F3T.
What is F3T?
Expresses your sounds. Did something hit me from the other side? I feel like it did.
So.
I'm dying.
I got one. I got two.
These are the blazes. They're like 10 million miles away and they're hitting me.
I got that one.
What the heck, man? They're so far away I couldn't hit them with an arrow if I was Robin Hood.
Oh! Oh! I'm hurting. Excuse me. Don't let me die of fire damage, please. Can I die of fire damage? Yes, probably.
Yes, of course you can die of fire damage.
Oh, I'm being shot at. I don't like this. Why are we doing this? I can't ask questions and answer questions while we're doing this. This is stupid.
Okay, well, before we abandon all hope, I'm just gonna go. I saw another wither skeleton. I'm gonna go and see if I can't kill him.
Whoop! Okay, well, I'm gonna ask a question. This next question is for Pudsey, so I'm not gonna ask it because she's not here.
Okay, good. Good for land.
Q&A for Poet. If
Okay.
Ceratosaurus is your favorite dinosaur, what's your least favorite?
Stratosaurus.
There you go.
My least favorite would have to be. Let me think about that. I'm still thinking. Brontosaurus.
Woo. Oh, there's a wither in here.
My answer was Brontosaur. Because it
Why
was
Brontosaur?
a misnomer, and then they made it a nomer.
I know, and people get confused now too.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it should have stayed dead, like Pluto.
Okay. So Q&A, that was from Elijah. Liam TDL asks, who do you prefer, Vancouver Canucks or Chicago Blackhawks?
Of those two?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago Blackhawks?
Yeah.
Elijah,
Nobody likes Vancouver.
Or no, that was Liam who asked the other question.
Even people in Vancouver hate Vancouver.
Elijah Jackson asks, how nervous will you be on a scale of 1 to 10 when your daughter Beth starts driving? I'm not too nervous about it because she's kind of like a big scaredy cat.
I want her to start driving.
Only because I have to drive her everywhere. She actually does not want to get her driver's license. She doesn't want to drive because she's afraid, I think.
I think once she starts to do it. Oh, Jesus.
I hear one.
Once she starts to do it, she'll be.
No! No!
Don't die. Did you get a skull? Anyway, once she starts to do it, she'll realize just how open the world is. Like, I want something to eat at the store. I can go there now without having to, like, rely on other people to drive you or when they're available and things like that. Or I want to go to this gaming convention or comic book convention or whatever. You can just go. You can just get up and go. You don't have to, like, schedule around other people and things like that. It really, really, really opens the world to you when you can start to drive around.
Yeah, I'm not too nervous, though, because I think when she does drive, she's going to be a careful driver.
Actually dated a girl years and years and years and years ago who didn't drive. Could not drive.
Did she not want to know how to drive?
No, she got her license somehow, and that is a question I still don't know how to answer even. Because she was like... She had like a phobia. It was basically a phobia.
I hear. Okay, there he is.
It was a phobia of driving. She could not drive. Could not. It wasn't that she
just
didn't
was
want
physically
to.
unable to.
Physically unable to. Somehow got a driving license. I don't know how. That in itself is the most concerning part of the whole thing. But it was, I mean, at least for me, a huge inconvenience. Like, humongous inconvenience. Because it was little things.
I'm gonna die.
Don't.
I'm gonna try not to.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot of fire over here.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hi.
It was an inconvenience because it's like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment. Can you drive me? Oh, I want to do some insignificant thing that would be so easy for everyone else to do. I can't. And it was just sort of like frustrating.
It was pretty frustrating when I was in Canada for that week. And it was like, if I wanted something, I had to ask you to go get it for me. And it's like, it would have been nice if I could have just gone to the store and do it myself.
Even when I'm staying there with you, I'll grab your keys and go. I'll drive somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't understand how the roads work in Canada.
They work the same way.
No, they don't. It's crazy. People are insane. Like, the street lights don't even make sense. There'll be like two
street lights don't make sense.
There'll be like two different street lights on the same road, and one's red and one's green. I'm like, which one do you follow? It's like, I thought I had it worked out, and then it was completely opposite the next time we encountered the street lights.
Oh my God.
I was like, I don't get how Canada works.
It's okay. Well,
I swear to God, you guys just drive and hope you don't die.
Yeah, that's what Wyntr said when we were driving. It's kind of like, we just drive and kind of like close our eyes and hope we're not about to die.
It's pretty much how it is.
Yeah. I don't feel like it's that way, but I've driven here all my life, I guess. So it's...
Yeah, well, it is like that because I was just like, I was trying to figure it out. So like maybe one day if I had to drive in Canada, I wouldn't be screwed. But It was so
I don't
much.
get what you mean about the traffic lights, though.
No, like we were driving down the road, and on one side of the road there were traffic lights, and then on the other side of the road there was a traffic light, and one was
So,
red
50
and one
seconds
was
worth.
green, and I was like, which one do you follow? And I was like, oh, it must be the ones on the right. And then the next time the green one was on the left, and you still went, and I was like, okay, well I just don't get it.
What?
The right light was green, the left light was red, and you went,
Right.
and I was like, okay, so it must be the right light you follow. And then the next
Well, it
time,
depends if you're turning or not.
well, no, it wasn't even like that.
Yeah, one's a turning light.
I found a wither.
The ones on the left are always the ones for turning left.
Oh no! Hi. So I died.
So,
So I died, and all my stuff is gone, and my nice sword.
No. Your stuff is not gone. I'm standing right in front of it.
I don't know where you are.
I'm getting your stuff. Don't worry.
You can put it all in my box.
What don't you need?
Put it all in my box. I have a shulker
Get rid of
box.
your sticks. I'll get rid of this one tiny piece of nether quartz.
I didn't get another
Okay, I
quartz.
have everything. My inventory is only so big.
Put it in my shulker box.
You have a shulker box?
Yeah, there's a white shulker box that was in my inventory.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Did it all fit in there?
It should.
Are you coming back here?
Yeah, which way is the way out?
Or are we going somewhere else? Are we doing something else?
Maybe we should go somewhere else. This is very
Miss
dangerous.
4
to do.
deaths.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you guys don't turn left. So, I mean, there's always...
We turn
there's
left.
quirks.
It's just in the town where I am, they have the turnarounds. I mean, if you go to Muskegon, there's left turns.
So I don't know how you don't know how those work. I
But
don't know
we
how
don't
you don't
have,
know.
we don't, but the street lights are all up at the top, and then there's an arrow if it's a turn light.
Right. Ours don't have arrows because it's not always... Like, you have to just yield. Those are kind of yield lights. Like, you can't just go. You have to wait
Hi, I
for
see
traffic
you.
to clear, and then... Huh?
I'm up here on the bridge.
Oh.
Can you get back up here, or do you just want to meet me up over there?
I think I can. Said the little engine that could.
We need to keep doing the answered questions, though. We're never going to get through these.
Okay.
Okay, RSW2602 asks, what's the favorite thing about where you are from?
Free healthcare? No, we don't have a president.
you don't have Trump as a
Hashtag
president?
not political.
Yeah. You're not ashamed of your president?
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of. Well, I really can't comment at all. I really don't follow Canadian politics, one way or another.
Can I have
It's
my
never
food?
really mattered, and I don't think it does.
Do you have my food? I'm
Yeah,
gonna...
let's just get out of here.
Okay. Okay. So the favorite thing about where I'm from, this is not my food. I don't have carrots.
We'll just eat it anyway.
Carrots suck.
You're gonna eat it, and you're gonna like it.
But I want my bread and potatoes.
It's a spoiled child right here.
Excuse me? I
Spoiled.
brought them. It's my food.
Uh-huh.
It's not.
I don't want to eat the carrot.
I don't want carrots because carrots.
I don't like peas.
They don't fill you up as long.
I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Can I have my shulker box?
I want bread and ice cream.
Can I have my shulker box?
Here you go.
Oh, my stuff isn't in there.
Oh, here it will be.
That's not mine.
I don't really know what is. Did I have more than that? I don't know if I had
My
more than that.
bow?
I'll give you more. Bow, shovel, axe, bed, blaze
I didn't have a
rod.
bed. That's not
Oh,
mine.
no, that. Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. My bed.
I don't think these shears are mine.
Well, have them.
My helmet broke.
I didn't get a helmet if you had one.
It's okay. I don't want to cover up this fabulous hair.
I don't think you were wearing one actually. Oh,
It
maybe
must
you
have
were.
broke then.
I don't remember if you were wearing one when we first met up. I can't remember.
I was wearing one at your base.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay. Either I didn't pick it up or it's broken.
It's gone forever. Favorite thing about where I am from?
I would say the favorite thing from where I'm from is the restaurants and food and cuisine and stuff like that. Like we have super humongous community of different ethnicities, and they bring
Not a
their
lot of
foods,
like you don't
and we
have a
love
lot
them.
of you don't have a lot of those franchise restaurants. You have a lot of like
Right.
little
Yeah.
because I noticed that like franchise restaurants aren't a big thing in Canada.
Well, they're not a big thing right here in Canada.
Yeah, where
like,
you're
other
at.
places in Canada have them, but right here, like I said, that's why I like it, is that we have
Like
a
you were
lot
talking
of
about
little restaurants.
you were talking about how when we went to eat out here, it was always some franchise restaurant. Like it was like
always,
this weird
always
thing.
Taco Bell.
Like it was some
Nothing
weird
but Taco
thing,
Bell.
and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not weird when you know
right.
you're
Like
from
there's
here, you're
no
used to it.
There, we do have big franchises like McDonald's and Taco Bell and KFC and.
But like for me, that's a normal thing where like, because you just take for granted that if it's a no-name restaurant, then it's probably not
Right.
going to last very long because
Right,
they don't do
right.
very well here.
And here that's all that we support. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do we want to do?
I have no clue. I'm following you.
I don't know.
I don't know. What do you want to
I
do?
don't know what you want to do.
I don't know what you want.
I don't know what you want to do. My favorite thing about where I'm from, I think, I don't know, honestly. I like, I've lived,
It's aight.
it's aight. I honestly wouldn't mind moving someday, but I'll,
Mhm.
a lot of my family that's moved away, like my sister went to another state and my brother went down to Utah, and they're now living back here in the state, and they said that they like it here better. I mean, everybody complains about Michigan winter, and it's like if you don't like it, then you move away. And we're here because we love it.
Michigan has winter?
Not this year.
Well, you're always there, so they always have you.
I'm gonna punch you. So I don't really have anything that favorite about.
I've been all over the U.S. from
Really?
coast to coast, and I gotta say, like, where you live is about the most suburb I've ever seen in my entire
Suburb?
life.
Really?
Like, it just looks and feels super, super, super suburb. Like, the whole thing about it.
Why?
And I'm not just talking about like the box stores and things, but I'm like, it's like, it has that weird feeling to it. Like there's nothing unique here. It's all
Clone.
the same.
Yeah, there's
I can't
nothing really
explain.
unique about
Right.
where I live.
Right. I think that's
mean,
kind of what I mean.
the
is that
nice
there's nothing that
thing-
makes it like, there was nothing that I could say like, oh, this has and this other place doesn't. But
See, I want to live in, if I were going to stay in Michigan, I would want to move to like North Muskegon where you're near the beach, Lake Michigan. And
right.
it was nice there. Like you could
Yeah.
always go to the beach. It was always like 5 minutes away. Where I live now, there's no lakes, no beaches or anything. And I kind of
Right.
don't really care for that.
Right.
Did he
Yeah.
move his truck yet? No. I got to do something on this.
I wonder if I can order yet. Nope. Just checking.
There's nobody working.
Hello, how can I take your?
I'm setting up a UHC, just asking what features I should add to make it custom and fun instead of boring and average. Honestly, I think the most basic UHCs are probably the most fun. Bailey Parkinson's asking.
It depends on what you want to do with it, I guess. Usually what we do when we plan our UHCs is we kind of have a discussion amongst ourselves, like what do we want to do? And then we'll just brainstorm, and sometimes like I'll have ideas that I'm positive I want to do, like, oh, I want to do this so bad, and then everybody else is like, nope. And
Yeah.
we just figure out
Like we mentioned doing like maybe a UHC with no bows, and I thought that was a great idea because the last
Great idea,
UHC I sucked. I ended up losing because we couldn't get a bow.
I thought they were about to get their torches and pitchforks when I mentioned no bows.
I was all for it. I was like, yeah, that means like, you know, you'll have to have a sword.
Yeah, I
and
think like a totally
PvP.
physical damage UHC would be amazing.
But like everybody else in the server was like,
just
no.
What?
And I was like, oh.
Another idea I just had is to like give every player like several stacks of damage potions and then have like a magic battle UHC.
That would go pretty fast. Like saying you can't hit anybody physically, you have to hit them with a potion.
Yeah.
I would actually like that. That would actually be kind of cool.
Give them a stack of regen and a stack of instant damage and then just say go ham.
Where am I going?
First one to basically either not regen fast enough or to not coordinate their attack versus healing well.
I don't know where I went.
Yeah.
Is this somebody's base?
Where?
There was a path coming here and then it just disappeared.
There was?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a path. That was Dave's villager breeder.
Oh, this is a villager breeder?
Yeah. Yeah, there were villagers inside there.
Oh.
As you can see, they are pits.
Oh, Dave's weird. So let me scroll down. Next question. Donnie Osterhout asks, is poet really a butt? Yes.
No.
Yep.
That's really a butt.
Okay. Ooh, I just see a question with a username that I'm going to actually remove. So you don't get your question answered.
Answered.
Nope.
Bad usernames equals no answer.
Yep. Another one for Pudsey. She's not here. Anasia's not here.
I'll answer it.
You want Pudsy's and Anasia's?
Yeah.
Pudsey's question is...
My name's Pudsey.
Pudsy's question is why were there so many dogs at your house at Christmas?
Because I'm Australian. Next question for Anasia.
For Anasia, can you please do a video with OMG Chad?
My name's Anasia and I like killing things. If I did a video with him, I would kill things. Next question.
Okay, next question. Canberra Raiders fan asks, would you rather be asked questions about stupid AFL stuff or be asked questions about like movies and stuff?
Whatever floats your boat, but I mean, I don't even know what the AFL is, so.
Is that the Australian whatever football league, wasn't it?
Whatever, who cares?
I would rather be asked
Kind of
questions that I could answer, like about
the same as
movies
Pudsey
and
at this
stuff.
point.
If you ask questions about like
You could
movies
ask
and
me
stuff.
questions about the WNBA and I'll know just as little. I mean, it's...
Honestly, ask us questions about movies and stuff because we'll probably answer those.
Yeah, not that I see a lot of movies, I feel like.
Ruler de French asked, will you ever play Undertale? We actually did play Undertale for a stream once.
We
and
did, yeah.
I
I get that question a lot too.
I was thinking about playing it again on a stream, but I was watching Huck play it and I just thought to myself, it's so boring. Not that Huck's boring, but the game is just boring to me.
I know what you mean, but I'm just like, so many people love it. It's one of those things I think where it's fun to play, but not to watch.
You have to
It's
be
like painting.
Yeah,
unless
it's
you're playing
like Final Fantasy games. They're fun to play.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to watch somebody play a Final Fantasy game.
Right. Like there are certain things, baking a souffle, fun to do, not to watch. Like there are just some things, you know?
Yeah.
And Undertale happens to be one of those things. I'm thinking of doing a one-off episode of this new game that I got called Mainlining. It's that hacking investigation
you told me that you were
game.
like really into it.
I am really into it and I want to do at least one video on it, like featuring it. But as a series or even as a stream, I think people would be absolutely bored to death by it.
Yeah. Some games are just like that. Some games are just, you know,
And it's not like I love it, but I know that people would be bored by watching it. You just have to play it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that with Undertale. I was just like, you know, and then it's not really my type of game. Undertale isn't. Even though I like Final Fantasy turn-based games like that, I don't know, just something about Undertale, I get bored with it, and I understand that it's a good game and that people really love it. It's just not a game I enjoy playing. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's your answer.
Flowey.
Salty Hamster asks, what are your Christmas plans?
Wow, this is an old Q&A, isn't it?
My Christmas plans, yeah, this was before Christmas, where I went to my sister's house for Christmas, and my whole family was there, and basically we went there Christmas Eve, and we spent the night, and that's how we spent Christmas, was there with my family.
I, several weeks after Christmas, I think it was, went for breakfast with my mother at my mother's condo.
Yay! I feel like some of these questions got all scrambled. Let me scroll through them. Sunshine DJ asks, Q&A, have you ever tried talking to someone new and just completely failed at interacting with them? Yes. Pretty
Never.
much. Like, I have this problem where I'll go to say a word and I'll say it completely wrong, and then everybody makes fun of me, like Poet.
Yeah, but that's normal. I mean, that's why I make fun of it.
It's not like it means that I'm stupid or something. It's just something
Everybody
about my
does it.
brain.
I
I
mean,
do it
that's
more than
why
most.
I mock it.
I do it more than most people.
I don't think that's just with new people, though, either. You do that all the time.
It's just something like between my brain and my mouth, things get crossed or something, and I don't know why it happens. It's just sometimes I can't speak correctly.
Right.
So.
But that's not with new people. Like,
No.
Though I've run into people where I guess they have the problem where they don't know how to really talk or interact or something.
Because they don't understand that you are not really, you don't really.
Like I get awkward when I'll be like jovial and asking questions and talking and making small talk and stuff, and I get like either no answer or like a quick answer, or I hate to make it feel like, because I always say to people like, no, you shouldn't feel that way, and you gotta be yourself and blah 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 blah. But I judge you when you are awkward in conversations. But it is kind of that way. Like I don't mean to judge them, but I feel like, it's awkward to me when I will try to say things and they either can't answer or give me like quick answers, or like, just as an example. So that's with new people, especially. I think as people get comfortable with you, no matter who it is, no matter how they are, they generally, what's the word for it? They just ease up.
I tend to get comfortable with people pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like, just if I've been if they've actually stuck around for longer than like 30 minutes, then my brain goes, okay, these people can actually tolerate me. And then I'm pretty much relaxed around them. But for the first like 30 minutes, I'm worried, okay, are these people going to think I'm weird? Are they just going to judge me? I get very insecure, and
I really never have those thoughts.
I know you don't, but
it's a weird thing to think about. But like, I've even met people where, like, this is the other thing about meeting new people and talking to new people. I really don't appreciate people giving me advice about talking to specific people.
Yeah, when they're like, okay, just make sure because they're kind of introverted. Make sure
yes!
you don't. Yeah, I know.
Yes!
When they're like, okay, now when you talk to this person.
Exactly what my brain is thinking.
I know what you're thinking, because I think I remember what happened, and they were trying to tell you, okay, well, just make sure you don't take it easy on them because they're introverted, and you just like, you went right up to them and just started talking and shook their hand, and you really didn't take the advice, and it didn't matter because they didn't care.
Right. Yes, exactly. You should just be yourself and let them be their selves. And how did you get in there?
I came in from the roof.
Huh?
There's a hole right here.
There's a hole?
Yeah, in the ceiling.
In the ceiling?
Plus there's a hole in the walls.
In, though.
I jumped.
To where?
Inside from the top.
But I can't get to the top.
Oh, I don't know how I got in. You could come over here and then fall down.
Well, I have to like go all the way around, climb a mountain.
I'm magic. Okay, let me scroll through all these questions. Because, like, I feel like at some point they all got shuffled.
Okay. But yeah, I like just judging a person on my own, I think. I don't need someone else's advice.
Yeah, and
about
I feel like
how to talk to another person.
I feel
Only
like the
that
people,
other person knows how they are.
Exactly. I feel like it's kind of rude for me to say, okay, well, you're about to meet, like, maybe you're about to meet my sister. Now she's insecure, so make sure you don't, she doesn't like being touched, so don't try to shake her hand or anything.
Right.
And it's just
So
like,
I've done the same thing though with like my mom and my dad with you.
yeah.
Where
And
it's
then your
like,
mom
oh,
was
don't
like-
talk about this. Don't talk about
and
this.
I did.
And you do anyway.
I did anyway, but
And I cringe.
nothing happened though. It was fine, and she even gave me a hug.
I know what she was thinking.
Oh, she was probably like just,
Yeah, she was probably like, ugh. Ugh.
But that's good. Stuff like that's fine. If it's like, don't talk about this. But like, I don't know. I just think it's just, you shouldn't, how do I want to say this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You shouldn't be happy.
No. You should be happy. But I'm just saying, don't underestimate a person in their social interactions. Just
Yeah.
because somebody's introverted doesn't mean that you should just warn people, okay.
Or because someone's acted a certain way around you doesn't mean that they'll act a certain way around me.
Yeah.
They might be very, very comfortable with you. They might not be with me, and vice versa.
Yeah. Never know. Maybe they just don't like you.
Right. Well, could be. Possibly.
Maybe the person you thought was your friend doesn't actually like you. And that's why they don't like talking to you or touching you.
Right.
I'm a terrible person. I shouldn't have said that. Because now everyone's
it's true.
like, I don't know.
Nobody likes you.
Maybe they don't like me then.
Right. But it's true.
But it's true. That's all the questions actually we have. I thought it was going to be longer.
Oh. I thought
Yeah.
You said it got reshuffled.
No, I did. I scanned through them and no, that was it.
Well, that was still. How long was that?
That was actually
though? That
probably
felt,
longer. Yeah.
That felt like a long time, though.
It does actually now. It doesn't
And
quite
we just
feel...
bounced around for the last hour.
Yeah.
Around my base.
Definitely, if you guys want more questions answered, put them down in the comment section below.
Mhm.
Make sure your username isn't offensive, because those get deleted.
Right.
Those get banned from my channel.
Lesson on maturity.
Yeah, and then I automatically think you're 9 years old.
They might be.
Well, usually, because it's the ones that try to sound more grown up than they are. Mature people don't need to use that language.
Yeah.
They know there's a time and a place, and a username is not that place.
Right. I'm confused.
So, I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.